Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Um, this is going to be a quick video. It's not going to be as long as some of the other videos are, and I kind of want to keep them this short sometimes. Um, I know I'm not the best Minecraft builder or player out there, so I know sometimes some of my longer videos get a bit too excessive or long-winded, especially long-winded. So what I wanted to do with this video, it's just a couple of quick clips of me redoing my house. I finally figured out how to make concrete and terracotta after playing Minecraft for so many years that I wanted to go ahead and use it in an actual survival build. See, the times that I've used it before, I've used it in creative. I've never used it in a survival world. So I never learned the recipe of it. I would just grab it from, the menu and just build. But I finally learned the recipe of how to make concrete. It's so simple. Just dye, sand, and gravel. Don't know why it took me so long to learn that. But since I learned that, and I learned about terracotta, and I got a lot of terracotta during my last live stream on Twitch. If you joined me, if you watched, you saw that I was exploring the mesa biome that's not too far from this area, and I grabbed a lot of terracotta, the plain color terracotta, and I wanted to use it in a build, especially because I wanted to use the purple terracotta. And I had a lot of flowers, so I had a lot of dye available to me. One thing that I had done earlier in this world was to be honest, I ravaged a flower field that I had seen. So I took a lot of flowers from that area, and I wish I would have left some of them there, but in the end, these flowers have helped me with a lot of the dyes that I've been using. Obviously the black dye you get from killing the squid and getting their ink sacs, but a lot of the red dyes you can see in the windows here, or the blue dyes, for the carpet, you get from flowers, and I'm pretty sure many of you know that. I wasn't quite sure, like I said, this is the most effort I've ever put into playing Minecraft ever. I really would just kind of play worlds easy, and like I said, I relied a lot on my kids to get me through it because we would play together. They're a little older now, so they don't quite like playing Minecraft with their dad all the time. It's a little sad, but that's why they get older, right? Become their own little people, and it's not as cool to play Minecraft with dad anymore. My youngest one sometimes still wants to play, but getting my daughter, who's the oldest, or my oldest son, to join me in my world, it doesn't happen as often as I would like for it to. But that's kids growing up. And anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here because I had just learned how to do this and do it the right way. I don't want to say the right way. There's nothing wrong with creative building, right? Creative building is a good de-stressor. You go in there, you make something pretty, and it shouldn't matter if you're going in there and playing creative, as long as you're not trying to pass it off as like, oh, here's what I did in survival, and you've been doing it in creative like half the time. That's not cool. Don't fool people. I've been wanting to be really honest in this series, so I've kept everything in survival. So finally learning how to do these things in survival, I wanted to put it to use. And I wanted to update my house. So you can see right there, I updated the pillars and walls. And oh, this is painful to watch because I've never worked with the glazed terracotta before. I had always just worked with, straight standard colors of terracotta. I didn't realize that there were patterns in it, and the placement of it mattered so much on how it looked. I didn't figure that out until I was I didn't realize anvils and the what's that wheel? And the grindstone, the gravity would affect them, so that was kind of interesting. But I didn't realize that the terracotta had a certain pattern that you could play with. It took me forever to figure that out. But once I did, so you can see the purple terracotta in that chest that I was using. And I didn't see, I'm putting it down, but I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm just laying it down. I was like, oh, these are really cool markings on it, not thinking that it was a pattern. So this was the most frustrating part of this build. Maybe had I taken time and looked up, you know, on some kind of like Minecraft wiki or maybe like some kind of build guide, I would have noticed, oh, you know, you got to match the patterns to really make this look good. And I know some of you are thinking, well, the purple doesn't look good anyway, but purple is my favorite color and I like the sword pattern on it. So I was glad when I was finally able to figure it out. But it took me a long time to figure out. See, I think I come up here and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Yeah, see, I'm like, what was I doing wrong? And I remember, I'm like, okay, I gotta sleep and fix this because it took me by surprise that that was that wrong. Oh, that was, and it was frustrating. And to be honest, it took me a good 30 minutes to figure out how to get the pattern right on the floor. That's what took the longest out of this entire build. I thought, oh, okay, I'm gonna, oh, and that mistake of breaking the chest for no reason. That was frustrating too. But trying to figure out this pattern, wow, you know, that was the most frustrating part of the build. Had I realized that the pattern had a certain way to be laid down before I started building this whole thing, I would have taken my time and not taken 30 minutes redoing the floor alone. Because the rest of the build didn't take long at all. The walls and the ceiling and the pillars took me about 15 minutes. You know, but looking at what I did with the floor here, oh, that was painful. And then breaking that chest just added to a little bit of the frustration I was going through. But I think in this next clip, you kind of see where I started getting a hang of the terracotta. Right? Oh no. Oh, did I complete? Oh, I must have deleted that clip. Oh man. Okay, well anyway, you can see at the bottom, I finally got the pattern to mix into to go right. And here I wanted to add quartz, since I've been getting so much quartz from the nether. I wanted to add it into my roofing, and it's also some of the decoration along the black concrete pillars. So I kind of like that I got 3 tones going on the visible side of the house when you're looking at it from the outside. So you got, you know, you got the quartz on the roof, then you got these black concrete pillars, and you got light gray concrete making up the entire house when you look at it from the outside. So I was really happy with that. What I need to do is go on and redo the entire wall that surrounds the house. Make that look as pretty as the rest of it. But for right now, see, because that's still just cobblestone wall. I need to go ahead and change that. But for right now, I was able to get the main part of the house done and decorated the way I wanted. And you're going to see right now, I kind of go to the corner to give it a good look. Eventually I did change the glass too. I didn't think the red stained glass looked good on the build. There you go. You can see the floor a lot better now with the sword pattern. And that red stained glass, I ended up changing that to a gray stained glass to better match, you know, the aesthetic of the house. The red just looked too... It didn't look right anymore with the colors that I was using now. So I wanted to use something a little bit more natural, but you're gonna see here I kind of give you a nice... Oh wait, that's right, I put some of those there. Well, once I'm done with this, there it goes. Once I'm done here, I kind of give you a good view of what the entire house looks like. And I think it looks nice. You know, I thought it turned out okay. Something new. I was kind of getting tired of the rustic look of the house, and I wanted to do something a little bit more modern. So that's what I did. But I kept the same basic structure of it. You know, just slabs on the roof. You know, 2-story. You know, the house and then the basement. It was just something fun. And anyway, I hope you guys, like I said, it's going to be a quick video, but I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I did, updating my home. It's something I've been planning for a while, and now that I learned these new tricks, I wanted to use. Anyway, this is Ricky, GeekX Pop, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, guys!